former independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is now on Team Trump, is being investigated for allegedly beheading a beached whale with a chainsaw. I mean, because you wouldn't use a regular saw. No, environmental groups have been urging federal authorities to investigate whether Kennedy Jr. had violated the Marine Mammal Protection Act back in 1994, when the younger Kennedy apparently decapitated a whale carcass on a beach near Hyannisport, Massachusetts. Why you would do such a thing, I have no idea. Now, his daughter, Kit Kennedy, later recounted in a 2012 interview that her father used the chainsaw to remove the whale's head and then strapped it to their family minivan for a 5-hour drive to New York, which I'm sure probably freaked out everyone they passed on the road. Wow. Now, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the relevant federal regulatory agency, confirmed on Monday that it had launched an investigation which could lead to civil or criminal penalties for the former independent candidate, now supporting Trump, as I mentioned. Now, at an Arizona event in support of Trump, Kennedy Jr. said he had received a letter from the National Marine Fisheries Institute saying that they were investigating me for collecting a whale specimen 20 years ago, and then blamed the, quote, weaponization of government against political opponents. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the effing phone here, okay? Your daughter admitted that you chainsawed a whale head off and took it. All right? And this is not your first rodeo for doing weird things with animals. Apparently, he also used to collect roadkill, and that he had left a dead 6-month-old female bear cub in New York City's Central Park almost a decade ago. So, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? Like, did the worm in your brain tell you to do these things? I don't know. Okay, but you didn't have to do it, and you certainly didn't have to admit to doing it. Because now, well, it turns out, now that they know about this, now they got to look into it. That's not being a victim of weaponization of the government against you. No, it's accidentally shaming the government agency into enforcing its own rules. Now, what rule is this, right? I mean, what's illegal about chainsawing the head off of a whale and sticking it on your minivan? I thought this was America. Well, it turns out whale teeth and baleen are considered to be ivory, and we have laws against, taking and selling ivory, essentially. So yeah, this would happen to violate said law. Now, what's interesting about this is all the BS about Haitian migrants, right? All the lies about them, killing and eating dogs, animals. And it's funny to watch Republicans, right-wingers, turn into proud defenders of the poor cats and dogs and animals and the geese. Really, it is both funny and ironic, because apparently the people that are doing weird stuff to animals ain't the Haitians. No, it's this guy. Now, that said, RFK Jr. should be opposed to Donald Trump smearing migrants. He should be speaking up and saying, whoa, this ain't right. And advance as well. You know why? It's because RFK Jr. was actually the victim of a smear. Yeah. You know the picture of him eating what some people have alleged to be a dog? There it is. Now, it turns out that wasn't actually a dog. Fact checkers. I know Republicans, right-wingers hate fact checkers, but sometimes it turns out the facts are on your side. RFK Jr. was there eating lamb. That's when he was in Chile. So that's a common Chilean dish way to serve lamb. So now the source who shared the photo with Vanity Fair said that Kennedy had led him to believe that it was actually a dog based on the context of which he sent the photo. The friend says that Kennedy, quote, sent me the picture with a recommendation to visit the best dog restaurant in Seoul, South Korea. So he was certainly representing that this was a dog and not a goat, but it also wasn't a goat, it was a lamb. In any case, he said, it's grotesque. by sending it alongside a recommendation of places to eat dog meat in South Korea. So, look, obvious lamb is obvious, I guess. So then, why isn't RFK Jr. out there defending the Haitian migrants against the smears that they're eating dogs and cats in Springfield, Ohio? Well, he's not, because he wants power. Okay, he's not going to criticize Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. That's it. That's it. He wants power. Remember, this guy tried to approach Kamala Harris for a potential endorsement, right? So that, if you let me join your cabinet, then I will give you an endorsement. Kamala Harris just looked at him and was like, oh, that's a good one. No, not at all. We're not interested. She wouldn't even entertain him. And you know what? I guess this is another example of how smart that idea, how smart that decision that she made actually was. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.